All right, y'all hear me? All right, so I'm doing a stock breakdown because people on Twitter, well, number one, I could talk about one stock for hours. I'm gonna keep it real. So my first stock, so since I'm probably gonna do this at the end of every month, honestly, because at the end of the month we get a new monthly candle. But anyways, first talk I'm gonna do is NVDA. NVIDIA is chips, right? Chips, we all love chips, right? You go to the store, buy a bag of chips. Market loves chips. Everyone loves chips, right? They make chips for laptops, whatever. Anyways, hindsight, just based off their highs off the monthly. Actually, let me go to 6 months. Usually, since we have 1 month on this candle, so I'm gonna do a whole breakdown. So if you want to learn how I trade. You're not gonna trade exactly like me, but I can for sure just give you tips. You just follow along. But a lot of y'all have short attention spans because y'all go on IG Reels, TikTok, and watch like 8 minute videos, so y'all can't pay attention. So I'm telling you right now, pay attention. Go grab snacks, drink some water, and get ready to learn. Because if you're trying to trade the stock market, you got to be serious. Like you have to know every single detail. What I'm trying to say is don't here, don't half-ass it. You have to learn every single detail. You have to okay, so when I first go to a new chart, I always ask myself, what do I see on the chart? First thing I see, uptrend, right? I'm on a 6 month time frame. Pause right here. Ever since we made this doji candle, boom, consolidation, boom, bought in this candle, right? We still have a month on this candle, right? This candle still has a month left on, a month and 2 days on the 6 month, right? So this is the home stretch. Just based off the 6 month time frame, resistance is high, 140.76, and we pierced it, right? But what happened? Price drove right back down. So what this is telling me is we are gonna break above this high, and more than often or not, by the end of December, pretty much on the 1st of January, this 6 month candle should close higher. We should close above this wick. Honestly, my overall TP is freaking NVIDIA, bro. And I'm looking at 200 just based on how NVIDIA can move, because it's like Tesla. And NVIDIA is like Tesla. It's the juggernaut of the market. And for some reason, everyone that mama wants to short stocks when they go parabolic or when stocks in an uptrend. They always be like, oh, this can't be this. They're like, oh, this is the top. This is up. Everyone tries to time the top. Don't try to time the top. Play the trend, not hand. So just by looking at this price structure right here, this is clearly an uptrend, right? And just based off this, I'm looking at 200 on the video, and just based off this candle, bro. If I measure this candle right here, let me clone that. Let me put that. Oh, I can just move. Okay, so even just based off of this last candle right here, if I measure this last candle, 184. But pretty much, I'm looking at 200 because it's that mental whole number, right? But just based off this big candle. Now, if I measured all of this, right, and I've learned this from Izzy. Izzy's the only trader, so thank Izzy. If I measure all this, boom, 218. But pretty much this candle should push up. And then truth be told, we left this wick right here. So I don't know, in my head it makes sense. If people were buying this at $91, that's a steal. That means I do expect price to go higher. Just based off the 6 month. Like I'm not even at the lower time frame. This is just based off of one time frame. Now I go to monthly. All right, monthly, I can clearly see the honestly, I'm gonna leave that here. But look, doji candle right here, right? Buying. If you got any right here, stopped out, right? If you went short on here, your stop loss probably up here, stopped out, right? So they took money from both sides. Makes sense. And this is a pennant. I don't know, it's hard to see, but this is an ugly pennant. If I were to let me I want to send it this time. If I just do this, actually I might do more stock breakdowns like this because it's actually kind of fun. I always get a new perspective. So actually, this might honestly help me out more too, because I'm able to take my time. Okay, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Manipulation, test, boom. So even if I measure this doji candle right here, low, high, just based off that 198. Okay. Then my fib extension. Boom, boom, boom. 155, 195. Okay. There's 155, 195. That's based off last time. But yeah, but this is still bullish to me. So this next monthly candle, we still have all this. So just based off the monthly, 131.8 your support, first support. Honestly, you can even use the body. I'm gonna use the body. So 132.76, right? Resistance, overall resistance, high, 144.42. Actually, I'm just put this higher because I'm already know that this next candle is gonna break this high. It's gonna be a candle body. So truth be told, I could just make a zone. Well, I could make a zone. I could do like this and this. So that way y'all see, as long as we hold this zone, as long as we hold 133, I'm bullish. That's exactly what I'm saying. Don't focus on the number. They're just like 200. I don't know. It just makes sense to me. But short term, I'm looking at a retest of 152.89. Then your stop loss, I don't know. What's price at right here? Let's say price is at 137, right? The 50% of this, what's this? 130. I get accurate TPs when I get lower. But just based off the monthly, as long as we stay above the low of this kind of 131.80, I'm bullish on the video. Because why would they try so hard? Because why would they short this thing back down here when they tried so hard to buy it up? Does that make sense? If price was going to short, and we would have done it when we formed this doji candle in August. So this September candle should have tanked down. We should have closed down here, but what happened? Wicked in this doji, got back up. Next candle, what did it do? It opens higher than this one. The body, look at the body of a candle. The body of this candle is bigger than this one, and this one, and this one. So what is that? So that's telling me that someone is buying, some big person is buying this, right? So that's just based off the monthly, weekly. Oh, okay, I thought my mic was on mute. I was about to get mad. All right, so weekly, I can clean this up more. Honestly, just based off the monthly. That's usually what I do when I just draw like the resistance on the monthly time, but I already see them. Like to be told, I don't need anything in my chart. I don't know. Once you just watch price action more, you just start to see everything. Oh, so right now, this, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this one. I'm gonna do this 152.89 is the overall resistance, right? Just based off the monthly time frame. Just based off the monthly time frame, right? We know, this was the last candle. This was the last candle closure for the weekly and the monthly. 131.8 support, right? Price at 138. Then actually, if I take a boom, boom, okay, boom, boom. So 136, 135.76, which coincides this wick. So let me do, honestly, I'll just do this whole zone. Then, yeah, I know for a fact we're going to break this wick candle because we filled this wick over here. So it's only a matter of time till we fill this wick. And then we also came down on this doji candle right here. That's the weekly. Nothing really sparks my eye. The daily, this doji candle push up. So that's what I'm saying. As long as we stay above this doji candle, let me remove this so that way y'all can see. And then, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead. Cause I try to make my charts look clean. Cause if y'all really saw how I chart, then y'all would be like, what the hell? But it's cause I see everything. But yeah, so daily candle pierce. So honestly, first support 137.22. That's first support. Why? Because we broke daily high. I don't overthink it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why is this first support? Bro, like it broke the high. Broke the last candle's high and it closed above it. So that's first support. Second support, yeah, I guess you could do the body of the candle if you want. So 135.01. So pretty much 137, 135, 131. Lower support, final support is 131. All right, we break under 131, then I expect price to come down here to 128 region. But as of right now, if we stay above 137.22, I'm looking at a retest of 142. I'm looking for price to test this red candle right here, 142. Then we break over 142. Honestly, like I said, 152. So pretty much you can enter right here, put a $3 stop loss if you want, just by time. $2 stop loss, or even if you want one of those who like a small stop loss, just put it under 137, under this high 137.22. But I'm not expecting 152 right off the bat, or 142. Like I don't expect this in day. Like I said, I swing trade. So don't expect freaking on Monday for NVIDIA to be up $14. It can happen. Don't get me wrong, because it's NVIDIA, but don't go in hoping like, oh, I want this stock to be up $14, because the stock could just go sideways or drop, and then you'd be set. Or it could just go up $1 for that Monday, and then you'd be mad. But anyways, like I said, my TPs take time to hit because I'm looking at the longer time frame. And then too, this makes sense to me because of this gap right here. See? Where this candle, boom. So it makes sense to me why 142.05. So that's just based off the daily. Yeah, and I like this doji candle because it came down here. Was there volume on doji candle? Yeah. Versus the last candle. And ain't this what's this called? Ain't this like a island baby? What's it called, bro? It's like it's something baby. It's something island. It's like island baby, island bottom. I don't know, but I know it's like a small candle doji and then a boom. It's something like that. I don't know the exact candle term, but I just know it's something. It's like a small candle, a doji candle, the next candle's like engulfing. It's something like that. Anyways, we just got to see how this weekly candle opens because we come, like I said, 135, your supports 137.22, 135.01, 131.80. Then last support will be this wick low, which is 128.74. So there we go. Those are your three major supports: the wick of this doji, the lower body of this doji, this lower wick, and the lower wick of this can of the doji. So 131. So that's just based off the daily 4 hour. And I'm trying this in real time too. So I'm not like I'm doing this like real time right now. So we have this gap right here. Yep. Okay. So that makes sense. So for entries, if I'm gonna enter, I mean I'll just enter out open because I don't really care about being in drawdown because I know my overall target. Well, anyways, I'm not trying to teach y'all bad habits. Anyways, I set an alert right here. 135.77. If we get in this zone in this doji, I hope we pull back. I want us to be red. I know people are like, "Oh, you want us to be red when I'm in?" Well, yeah, I gotta get in too. I want my entry. I want my entry just as everyone else. So, anyways, either I enter there or I enter off the breakout. So, anyways, if we get to 135, this would be a good area to enter. Cause number one, the gap right here. Price loves to show gap. So if we wick down to this gap, it's a gap, right? Yeah, should be a gap. Yeah, yeah. See this gap right here? How to make sure. So if we wick down to this gap, what's the arrow? So if we come down here and hold, that's an instant buy. Because more than likely or not, price is gonna fill that gap, wick lower, fake people out. The next candle should open and pop up if that happens. But knowing how the market is, we might be up and we might just gap up. Uh, the plan is if I'm being realistic, I want the market to come for this gap. But the market doesn't have to listen to me. NVIDIA, it could just gap up to 142, hold up here, and then just consolidate here, make a flag, and break out to 152. That could happen too. That's just based off the 4 hour. 1 hour, lower I go, more details I see. So 1 hour, if I just focus on this price action right here, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of this because I don't need all that. Okay. So looking back, so we got down. So we filled most of this gap. So that's what I hate. If we don't come down and fill this, then price is just gonna consolidate here and just go. So there's a trend line I can draw right here. I key a flag, pin it. I don't know. It could be. Then I can draw one. I want to sing this one out. Boom. There we go. Yeah, so overall resistance 139.35. Level resistance, just to hide this. And then yeah, so pretty much the plan is actually how much will they up after hours? How do I how do I check? Oh, 138. Okay, so just consolidating, so just chilling. Okay. Oh, that was on a half day too. Okay. Yeah. So just based off this candle, if we don't fill this gap, 137.7 and 137.31. 144. And then two, I'll probably put a $2 stop. Well, pretty much what you can do is just if we break under 137.31, just wait for 135 and then just buy more. Or just wait to get in here if price doesn't retrace. So what I'm seeing is if we break over 139.35, I want a retest of this level. So if we gap up above here, then I want us to come down, test this trend line, and we hold this trend line, I enter. If we don't gap up, if we just open up in here, then I want us to at least retrace down to either 137.31, my 50%, or price is just gonna come down to 135 and we get that gap entry, that wick down here, and then we'll go. They're pretty much two entries or three. It just depends on you. Because if I don't get like my precise entry, then I enter at either a flag breakout, inverted head and shoulder, whatever I see, or just volume momentum. So pretty much first entry. Well, this would be the first entry, and this is the overall entry, the gap. But if we don't get that gap, like I said, 137.31. But if we don't get that, then 139.35, and you can take it up to 144, 142, whatever you want. But pretty much for me, I'm looking at this 152 high, and then the reason why I'm looking at that, we zoom out, look, boom, boom, double bottom. It's a double bottom. Y'all like, how is this a double bottom? Just look, boom, down, up. It's an ugly double bottom, but I see it down, and then look right here. This shape, this shape right here, the same as this shape. Then up. So this could be a long double bottom. It's an ugly double bottom, but if you just factor in this price if you just factor in this right here, there's this box. How do I make a? All right, bro. I don't want to make this. Actually, I know what I can do. There we go. Dang it. Get right here on this candle. Right here. There we go. So honestly, I could just use a box. I don't even, truth be told, I don't even need to use this other level because I feel like they just take up space. All right. So, and this right here. There we go. And then I can get rid of the background because I don't really need it. There we go. There we go. All right. So even then, 142.49 because that's the 50% of this move right here. So I know for a fact we're going up to 142. And then I'm just trying to like this because I feel like, I don't know, this just looks cooler. Box in the box. There we go. There we go. Actually, I might do this more often. This whole is kind of fire. And then yeah, because my 50% should align with that. Yep. Yep. There we go. 135.61. 140 resistance, 142.51 is resistance. All I did, I just measured the low to the high, boom. So yeah. So I'm setting alert. Yeah, so I already got alert set down to here to this gap. If we do come, I want us to come down and fill this gap. If we can come, if a video can come down and fill this gap, that's a prime entry. That's a prime entry. Because then too, I can just I put a Y stop loss. I don't care. I do a $4 stop. If I take the L, I take the L. Cause look at my wrist. It's a four. Let's get four to make 17. I take that. But truth be told, I don't know how to put it that low. I just put it the low of this candle right here. I'll just do that. And then everything else still applies. Do I really want to draw a trend line up here? No. Let's see. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could keep. I really want to keep it though. I don't really need it. Actually, where is that tool? Okay. And then let me see. Okay, and then let me see. Okay, not there. So boom. I'm gonna do it from here. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're wondering what I'm doing, Gone Theory. That's what I'm doing. But I don't know. I just woke up. Well, it started from a dream, and then I dove more into Gone Theory, and then now I can't explain it. It's just something I see. That's all I can say. Just something I see. So yeah, so overall, so I know for a fact we break over 139.63. No matter what, it's just gonna go up. Because NVIDIA is one of those, like I said, it's one of those when it can move, it can move. Oh, that's a new. I'm glad they added that tool. Okay, hold up. I know what I can do. I know exactly what I can do. Yeah, look at that. And you can try and copy me the way I trade, but I'm letting you know, like Gone Theory, like it's it's next level. Cause I thought I knew everything about trading, but like just knowing like the candlestick patterns, all that, like that's just the basic stuff. Like support, resistance, like that stuff's like y'all don't understand how deep the market actually is. Once you actually like understand the market, you just want to know more and more. Which okay, yeah, and then it's in that zone. Just look, I can just do this. Aha. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we should, so I am looking at 142.51. So I am right. So I don't need this anymore. Okay. So yeah, first entry here, second entry, the trend line retest right here at 137.48. I'm just gonna use the wick of this. My fault. I'm just gonna use this high of this candle. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but since y'all want to start market, break down to one chart, I can make it last a minute. I can talk about one chart for a minute. And I could extend it. I see it already. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because this coincides with this gap right here. I can just do boom, boom, boom. There we go. Look at that. Makes most sense to me. Okay. So yeah, so anything, honestly, I just want this 135 entry. But if I don't get it, 137 is not a bad spot. Even right here is not a bad spot. Cause you can have, cause if you know where price is gonna go, you can't afford to be in drawdown if you know where price is gonna go, right? As long as you have a stop loss, right? And if you get stopped out, it's not the like don't hurt yourself for getting stopped out. Like don't beat yourself up. You got stopped out for a reason. And getting stopped out, there's only two things you can do. Either move on to a different stock or just get a better entry. Like that's all you can do if you get stopped out. So 1 hour, 30 minute, 30 minute, I'm just focused on this current move. I don't really care about this. I'm just focused on what's going on here. Breakdown down in here, 11 o'clock bottom, 2:30. Next day, gapped up, consolidate because there's low volume. We only consolidate because there was low volume. So pretty much the confirmation would be the break of 139.30. We break over that, you should already know where price is gonna go. Break over a resistance and hold, you're just gonna go to the next level of resistance. So truth be told, this high candle right here. But I'm like I said, I'm just based off my fibs, 142.51. So there's either that entry, there's this entry at 137.22. And then there's this entry at the break above 139.3. And truth be told, I'm just looking at the high of this box, or even two, just 148.51 if I'm being conservative. But all in all, I'm looking at this wick to be filled. So that's just based off the 30 minute, 15 minute. I don't really know. It's just same thing to me. Everything looks the same. I'll probably just get rid of the trend line though, because I already know what price wants to do. Yeah. So manipulation. Let me put a volume profile right here. Actually, let me put this. Yeah, okay. Let me put this right here because this is overall high. Look at that. So 136. Okay, yeah. Look, yeah. So 142 for sure. Volume. Most of the volume right here went down. Volume increased right here. So we hit this volume support zone right here, and we freaking shot up. Okay, so that's telling me everything I need to know. So even if we don't come to this gap, I can draw a fib on this low to the high right here. Let me move this. So this is gap entry. This one will be this entry just off this corresponding move right here. Put your stop loss at 136. Because honestly, if we break under this, you already know our price is gonna go to the gap. So like I said, the lower time frames, so the lower you go, the lower your TP. The higher you go, the higher your TP. So just based off the 15 minute, I'm looking at 144.76. And this coincides with this level right here, which makes sense. Boom, boom. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, so this box. Okay. I think that's it for NVIDIA. I don't have anything else to say. Because it's chips. Everyone loves chip stocks, and honestly, Nvidia's it's just setting up, bro. Like it's just setting up. Like you gotta be patient. A lot of y'all wanna go on Twitter, go on social media, and listen to what other people. Just everyone that mama can be talking about Nvidia, but do you really care? You just want to feel something. That's why you listen to them. You're like, oh, they're all happy on Nvidia. They're all bullish or they're all bearish. Like, bro, quit feeding into the euphoria of other traders. Just look at the chart. If a chart is bullish, trade it. If a chart is bearish, trade it. At the end of the day, I'm not a bull or bear. I'm a observer of time and price. That's what I'm doing. If NVIDIA looks bearish and everyone on Twitter is bullish, I'm going short because I trust my chart. End of the day, I either win or get stopped out. But as of right now, and it's crazy too, because I remember last week and the week before, everyone the mama, for some reason they were long AMD, they were long NVIDIA, and to me, they weren't ready yet. Like, you think this is a long? You think this right here is a long? It didn't even break this high. So I don't get how people thought this was a long. And it because I know why they thought that, because of this right here. This move from 132 to 149, then retraced, then to 152. People were buying. They kept buying the tops. They saw this impulse move right here and thought, oh, it's gonna keep going up. No, because it had this giant gap to fill, this gap to fill down here, and this was the main area where price took off. So it makes sense why price would come back down here for more orders. And then not only that, but it stopped these people out down here. It makes so much sense. But people, they rather listen to their emotions and then to that they rather listen to their emotions and to people on Twitter than to their own gut and bias. But anyways, that's just me. That's just my thoughts on stocks like this. Like, yeah, because Nvidia is like a party stock, right? Don't just because you're at the party doesn't mean you have to get drunk like everyone else. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. But all right, that's it for me. I'll see you on the next breakdown video.